I know you're gonna dig this.
Hey guys, this is what happened. Whoops. But you weren't here, so you missed it. It is Sunday, oh gosh, afternoon. We gotta get moving, guys. We gotta head off to Granny's in a couple of hours, and I haven't started cooking yet. So what I'm gonna be doing today is, I have these old in the tooth apples. Here's the new ones. Here's the oldies. So I'm gonna have to peel these, and I'm gonna cut them up, and I'm gonna make an apple pie with these. They're not good enough for eating. They're kind of soft. I like really hard, crunchy apples for eating. So since they're going in the pie, it doesn't really matter if they're not crunchy because they're gonna get cooked anyway. So I'm gonna get that done. I gotta start prepping my veggies to go in the veggie pot pie. Granny's already been inquiring about it. It's her absolute favorite that I make, so I better not screw it up. So let me get these apples prepped, and then I'll show you what goes in the pie, and then I'll have to get on the veggie pot pie. Alright guys, so I got my apples all cut up here in the bowl. I added an extra crispy one because there wasn't enough. We'll have to balance this, otherwise it's going to fall over. Alright, so what I usually put in my apple pie, I start off with a splash of lemon juice, because that will also help keep the apples from turning brown right after you cut them, because once the air hits the apple after it's been cut, see, those are the ones that I cut up first, it starts turning brown pretty quickly. So you want to put the lemon juice in there and mix it up really quick so that you can prevent any further brownage, because no one wants to eat, like, because it looks gooky. And then a lot of people throw in a dash of salt. I usually do, just to bring out the sweetness. It really helps. I don't put too much, just a little bit, and I'm using Himalayan sea salt because it's got the minerals and everything in there. Then I usually put a lot of cinnamon. Whoops, that's cloudy, isn't it? Mm. Alright, so throw in good tablespoon of cinnamon. And then even though the apples are sweet, some of them may be a little bit tart, and I like to add in a sweetener, so I'm using raw agave. You can use brown sugar, you can use white sugar. This I like because it's less processed than, you know, and it's a lower glycemic index. I don't put a lot, just a little bit for flavor. And then the final thing that I put in is butter or butter substitute. I use Earth Balance because it's vegan. Okay, so...
The battery's gonna die.
Oh, the battery's gonna die? So I just put probably like this much. Some people don't put that in until they put it in the crust. But I like to mix it up so that it gets all homogenized and everything. Oh, and I almost forgot. A little bit of flour goes in there as well. So I'm using my gluten. Alright, so the battery died, but as I was saying, a couple of tablespoons of flour. I'm using gluten-free flour. It doesn't matter if you use gluten-free or regular. What it's going to do is just soak up the apple juice as it's cooking and make a little bit of a gravy, apple gravy. So I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm just using the pre-made pie crust. I'm going to do a double crust. So I'm going to get this into the pie pan, and I'll show you what it looks like before it goes in the oven. Alright, so we're ready to put the pie in the oven. I got the top crust on. I like to crimp it like inside the edge a little bit. Some people go out to the edge, but I find that it burns too much if you extend it past the lip of the dish. Well, onto the lip of the dish. Make sure you also cut holes in the top for it to steam. When I put the apples in the pie pan, I also like to press them down a lot. Some people leave them all fluffy, and then you get, when you cut into the apple pie, it kind of like is a letdown because the apples shrink as you cook them, so the crust collapses and it doesn't make a good presentation. So make sure you pack them in there really good when you put it together. So I'm going to put this, some people also brush a little milk or egg white on the outside of the crust, or a little bit of melted butter. It gives it a little bit more golden color, but I need not the extra calories. Sometimes I do that, like if I'm going to bring it over to somebody's house or whatever, but when it's just for my own intents and purposes, I'll just leave it as is, because it's there's enough shortening in the crust to make it brown and crispy, so it should be okay. So I'm going to pop that in the toaster for about 45 minutes to 50 minutes at 375. Alright, so I'm ready to start assembling the pot pie. I'm kind of doing a winterish blend because it's kind of chilly today and I want something that's really savory and satisfying. So I've got baby carrots, garlic, onion. I have had these in the freezer for a while. I don't know what to do with them, so I'm going to throw them in today. And that's kind of a winter vegetable, so I think it'll add a nice savory flavor. I got some baby portobello mushrooms. Mark insists that it's not a pot pie unless it has pearl onions in it. So I've got some peas and pearl onions and a lightly seasoned sauce, which is kind of going to be the basis for my gravy. I don't think I'm going to make a gravy from scratch. I have a veggie stock gravy. It's powdered. You just add water to it. It's kind of like the packets that you get in the store, but I bought it in bulk, so I bought like a pound of it. I just mixed that with water and put that in with it. Some parsnips. I'm going to peel these, and I'm going to steam all of the veggies except for the onion and the mushroom beforehand because they take a little bit longer to cook. And if I cook all of the veggies at the same amount of time, either the ones that don't take long to cook, like the peas, they'll be overcooked. And if I don't cook everything long enough, these are going to be, too crunchy. And Mark absolutely hates crunchy in his pot pie. I would put celery because I love celery, but Mark personally hates it. So I'm leaving out the celery today for him. But basically, that's what's going into my pot pie. And what was that? I forgot what I was going to... Oh, when we were growing up, my mom used to buy pot pies all the time, but like the ones that were already made in the store, like the little Swanson individual pot pies. We had pot pies so much growing up, and I guess it was because she liked them so much. We used to call them puke pies. Oh, another puke pie for lunch, or or if she was going to the microwave. Or if she were going to the hairdresser on a Friday, she'd be like, oh, I left you a pot pie to eat. And I'd be like, oh, great, another puke pie. But I do like them homemade. I don't really like the ones that much in the supermarket because they're so full of sodium. And you have to drink like gallons of water after you eat one of those. Although the Marie Callender's taste awful good going down, but the amount of salt in them later on, you feel like a freaking desert. So I do like making them from scratch, but I don't like the after effects from the ones at the supermarket. Oh, I love parsnips. I was just telling Maddie that it reminds me of my dad so much because he used to make this parsnip dish, but that's for another day. Alright, so I have all the steamed veggies in the bowl here, waiting to have the savory part added to it, and that's the onions, garlic, and the baby bella mushrooms. I sauteed them in a little bit of olive oil. Now I'm going to put the gravy powder in that I mixed with a little bit of cold water. And this should just take a couple of minutes to bring up to the boil. And this is going to start to get thick. And when that gets thick, quickly put it in with these. Let it cool off just a little bit. And then I have my already prepared dishes over here that I'm going to be putting the pot pies in. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Oh boy, there they are, ready to go in the oven. What do you think about that, mister?
They look delicious.
Oh, you said you could smell them from outside already cooking. They're going to be out in like 2 seconds, you'll see. Alright, here's the results of today's cooking. OMG. This looks amazing. This looks pretty good. These look amazing. I can't wait to try these. In case you didn't realize, these are the veggie pot pies. It's like a face, 2 eyes and a mouth. Hello, I know you want to eat me. So go ahead and enjoy. Wink, wink. And this one's for dessert. It's an awful lot of pie crust. I realize that now. But I love all of it. So, yeah, I don't think there's going to be second desserts tonight. Maybe just some fruit. I can't wait to eat this. Let's go! Alright, there it is. Say that again.
Very good.
Oh, really?
No,
We're talking about my pot pie. What do you think on this side? Good?
I don't know.
Maddie didn't try it yet. She's always the slow poke at the table.
Same thing.
Same, they're all the same. It's just different dishes.
Veggie pot pie.
No fake stuff.
Yeah, it's all real veggies. It's all real.
Give Grandma the cornbread, please.
So good.
So you like it? Good.
Just give it to me. And Jan made is delicious.
Okay, we didn't get the front part of that.
Apples.
Repite, please, Granny. How is it?
Excellent.
Oh, yes. What do you think? Yes. Shawnee, want apple pie?
No.
It's what the men folk want.
Say no thank you, Mom.
No, thank you.
He talks so good.
You mean he talks so well? Granny,
Pronounces his words so.
did you do good in grammar class?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then you would know that he talks
well.
so well. Right, Gina Marie? Hi.
Hi.
Shawnee, play fair. Don't shiv me in the back. Don't do it. Don't. Oh, you got me in the stomach. Bleh, ah. What's going on?
I have to get rid of that garbage.
What's going on?
That garbage attracting bugs down there. They're flying
Give me a high
all
five.
over.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you.
Hi, Chatsky.
Hi. So we made it home. Let's see what Homer's got. How many seconds you got? Oh, that was pretty
That was
good.
kind of an assisted one. I was like,
What you got, homie?
position.
Assume the position. Come on. No, cheater. Cheaters never prosper.
What? I didn't cheat.
No, him.
Oh.
He's the cheater. Cheater. No, you can't grab on. Come on, you just gotta float. Gotta float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And boy, those claws do sting like a bee. Oh.
He just hit her.
He hit you as you walked by. Princess Jasmine over there with the,
It's cold.
Were you shopping in the market?
Yeah.
Hi. You're incognito. You're cheating, sir.
Titi, come here.
Alright guys, so update on my sister. We talked to her all at the dinner table. I didn't film it because
Go,
it was too long. But she may be coming home tomorrow, which is today for you guys. Can ya believe it? So she's doing really well. It's like amazing how well she's doing, and we're all grateful. And thanks for thinking of her
Ice
and
cream.
praying for her. No, we're not having ice
Are you
cream.
out of your mind?
I'm sorry, Sean. There's no ice cream tonight.
Oh, you had cake, buddy.
You can have some fruit. Want some fruit?
No.
At least he's honest. Hey, Ma, where's my dinner? Let's see what you got. How many seconds can you pull his string?
Come on, baby. That's not our thing. We don't do that.
Hey, Murray,
We
Homer,
cuddle.
what you got? Pull your string? Don't cheat this time. Come on. Maddie and I were having a contest.
he's
We were
ready.
timing it. Are you ready for your dinner?
Pull his string.
Pull your string?
Good job.
How many balloons do you think we would have to, how many helium balloons do you think we would have to tie to him to get him to go for a little hot air balloon ride?
Hey, it's not doing that.
Why not?
It's not safe.
He
for
says he
little
wants to go on an
kitty.
adventure.
Going on a jungle adventure.
Hi.
Stop singing.
Yeah. Yes, Granny, stop singing.
Ugh.
Granny was giving us renditions of hymns tonight.
Puppy.
Which would be okay, except Granny's not really a singer. Although Granny thinks she is. Who left their glasses on the table? Are these mine? Oh, they're mine. Good one, right?
Remember when you were like, no second dessert tonight? Excuse me.
Yes, and remember when you agreed?
Mm-hmm.
And then you came home and said, I think we need to have second dessert.
I said that?
Yeah.
No. It's not like bad dessert. We're having fruit with a little bit of the almond cake thing. Almond roll thing.
It could be worse. Sean's having a little piece. He didn't want apple pie before.
But he had some cake.
Cake.
It was angel food cake.
I'm choking on the sawdust.
What?
Or is it?
What?
Like a termite choking on the sawdust.
I don't
Isn't
know.
that from that Beck song?
Maybe.
Okay.
We're gonna watch the Emmys.
And wish we were there. Let us know in the comments if you've already watched the Emmys what your favorite fashion look of the night was. And what the stinker was. We already saw part of the NPH opening. I have to say did not disappoint. It was good
He's
as
a
usual.
delight.
He is a delight. I really love NPH. I love every damn thing he does. Damn it. Doesn't he do the Tonys too? He's
Sometimes.
freaking working hard. I love that about him. He's not afraid to put himself out there.
All right.
All right, Doogie. So, tomorrow's Monday. Boo. Yeah, big stink up. All right. Till next time. Much love.